What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to Risky Ryan Trades. Today we are going to be doing a check on crypto, which is looking very strong. We are in a very strong uptrend, or at least a momentary uptrend, that I do believe has the potential to break us to the next level. At least that's what it's looking like at the moment, in my opinion. And so we're going to be going over the major coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and XRP. If there is a coin you'd like me to take a look at next go around, why don't you go ahead and comment below what you'd like me to take a look at. And if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Now, real quick, I just want to show you my disclaimer. Trading is risky. This is not financial advice. Entertainment purposes only, but I hope that you do find value in this video. And without further ado, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to put on the regular candles for now, and we are going to be looking at a weekly chart to start. So this takes us all the way back to the crash of 2020 down here, and it gives us kind of like a 100,000 foot view of where we are at. At the moment, we are in the process of confirming this Gann angle, which does seem to have been confirmed. Let's just do the normal candles. So you can see, earlier this year we pushed up over the angle, and then we kind of came down to retest it, and we were caught by the Kijinsen. So this is, you can see this cloud and these two moving averages. This is the Ichimoku, and then what you see around it is the Gann square. I don't have any videos on how to use these, but they do exist on YouTube if you're curious. But really, the gist of it is all these lines that you're seeing serve as resistance and support. And so what we have here is essentially a confirmation of support that occurred here and a very strong push higher. And now on the weekly, we are pushing off the Kijinsen, pushing off this angle, and we have closed well over the Tenkan-sen, indicating that we could be in the process of having a new all-time high in the near future, with a price target of 76,137 being our next level of resistance, which will hopefully flip to support and push us into the arc, which would land us in the 90,000 area. I want to show you the Heikin-Ashi candles, which are really useful in identifying trends. You can see they go green, green, and then red. And you can see here we have a nice, strong weekly candle, Heikin-Ashi candle, with no lower wick. The first one after our little, all this indecision and downtrend. This is our first one pushing up and over, and this is bullish, is what this is. Now, I'd like to take a look at the daily. And on the daily, you can see we have gotten through the cloud with some pretty strong no lower wick candles. Smaller candles, but as you get through the, once you hit levels of resistance like the cloud, you're going to experience resistance. So you're going to have lower wicks, but they all remained green the whole way through, which is impressive. And the last couple were very strong, pushing us out of it. And so I would not be surprised in the least to see a very strong candle appear this week, pushing us towards these all-time highs. Now, before we can get to this, we need to make a new high, because at the moment we've made lower high, lower low. And so if we can't get up over 72, call it 72.5, we may never get to this 76. We're going to come right back to this angle. Although I don't really think that's going to happen. I kind of have faith in this because we we've hit this, on the weekly chart, we've hit this angle a couple times, once, twice, and now we've rejected once again. So this angle does seem to be holding up fairly well. And we did close over on the weekly over the Tenkan-sen, which is a great development. So really, we need some strong price action, and I think we're going to get it. I do think we're going to get it, because these kind of candles, you can see once, you get these little red candles over here back in early 2024, you get a big strong one, and then you get boom, 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 boom. So, the last time we had one and, it petered out, so it could happen again. But now that we're through the cloud on the daily, we could pick up some more momentum and push up over back to the 72s. I think that we will get to the 70s this week. I think it's very likely that we get up there and retest those levels and see if we can push through again. There's no guarantee that we do push through again, but this chart is telling me the likelihood of us, bouncing off the angles, bouncing off the moving averages, pushing through the cloud. All that is telling me that price action wants to get back into the 70s and see what happens. What would tell me that we're on, we're going to break through is obviously breaking these all-time highs, but also having some candles close over 76,000. That would be very important for the continuation of Bitcoin. But I think overall, Bitcoin's going to have a really good week next week. There's going to be some good opportunities for long positions. We're already well into the trend, but I think getting through this cloud is going to give us a new breath of fresh air. And in all likelihood, I would not be surprised if we get up into the 70s and we have a retracement back to some of these moving averages before we get our push through this level. So it might not happen this week that we get through the 75, but I think that we probably will get into the 70s, retest some moving averages, and if that can confirm, that'll give us the strength to have continuation. I want to take a look at the 4-hour real quick. So you can see on the 4-hour, we had some indecision, and now we have this, according to Ichimoku and according to Heikinashi, this would be an entry candle, because you had some indecision, that you had a green candle and then a no lower wick green candle that closed over Tenkan-sen. So Monday should be a really good day for Bitcoin. That's kind of what I'm seeing anyways. That's what should happen. Let's take a look at Ethereum. We're going to go to the weekly, and we're going to use some regular candles. Now there's a similar story here. This goes back to early 2024. We had our nice push up, rejected off the arc, came down to retest this GAN level. Multiple weeks, there was price rejection, price rejection, price rejection. A couple weeks ago, we came back down, price rejection, and now we have a weekly Heikinashi candle that is of a bullish nature, indicating a new uptrend, or at least an upswing. And so we did not close above Tenkan-sen this week, but we did close well above Kijun-sen. And so next week I expect a similar candle, likely tapping 3662. Let's take a look at the daily. Actually, let's take a look at the regular candles just to see what we see. So, okay. So on the regular candles, we are above Tenkan-sen. This would be a buy signal, according to Ichimoku. Now, let's take a look at the daily. On the daily, we have pushed through the cloud. You can see this becomes resistance turns support. And then the Heikinashis, no lower wicks. So good. I got a 30, I would say, 3,600. I give it a great chance of getting there. And, I think it's going to try to get into this arc at 3672 before maybe it retraces down to a moving average or something. We are pretty extended over the moving averages. And we do have lowering volume as this uptrend continues. However, I believe it's because we are in the cloud, and so there is often some indecision. There's often, a question mark, as you go through these levels, like, is it really going to follow through? However, you could see on the Heikinashi, green candles all the way through it, which tells me that this is a very strong bounce off of this level, and it's gravitating towards the arc. So Ethereum also looking really good heading into next week. Dogecoin. Let's go to the weekly. Now, to my eyes, Dogecoin doesn't look as healthy as, some of the other ones. Let's take a look at this. So we did close over this angle again. We did close over our GAN level of, call it 13 cents, 12,942. And at the moment, we are over 13 cents. However, we didn't close over Kijinsen or Tenkan-sen, and Kijinsen's a little far away. And we also have the top of the arc, so it has some work to do. However, the overall strength of the crypto market over the last couple weeks, I think, is, helping Dogecoin. And we also, unfortunately, I got all these icons here, but I don't know if you can see, you got an increasing green volume from here to here, which is good. On the Heikinashi, we have a reversal indicator here going from red to green. And if we go to the daily, you can see we are about to hit the cloud. And so I think that's why, you haven't seen as much like strength out of Doge as you have, some of the other coins, or at least, yeah, because the other ones seem to be through the cloud. This one's just beginning to hit the cloud. However, those other two coins we looked at, important coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, have pushed through the cloud on the daily. So I would expect Doge to be able to do the same. It's not going to go in a straight line. We probably will see some indecision bars like this as we, push through. However, if the top of the cloud is sitting at 14 cents, and if we're able to push over the top of the cloud, and if the overall crypto market is strong, I mean, you know how these things can move sometimes. 20 cents, I mean, that's the next level up. 20 cents. So, hopefully for my Dogecoin hodlers, a double up since the beginning of July, 10 cents and 20 cents. I think everybody would love to see that. So the next week could be a little resistance, getting through. But if we can push through, like, if we see 15 cents, by the end of July, there could be a very, very strong move up, especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum do well. We could see a very strong move up to potentially 20 cents. That is the next GAN level that, it's going to try to get through. I would be shocked, though, like, if we get to the top of the cloud, push up, we might retrace back down, hit one of the moving averages, and then take off. But, we'll see how it looks, but right now it looks really strong. All right, let's take a look at XRP. Okay, so right now I have a monthly chart, and you can see this is 2017, and XRP has this tendency to try to go off the charts every once in a while. So it is a pretty impressive coin sometimes. I mean, for the last year it's been flat, but when it goes up, it goes crazy. So let's zoom into a little bit more recent history. Although you can see this bottom angle has served as support, and it's never really broken. And we recently touched it again. Let's go to a weekly. So you can see here on the Heikinashi, we had an indecision bar and then a very strong bullish bar. Now we have levels of resistance above. We got, actually here, let me go to the regular candles real quick. So we did close above Kijinsen and Tengen-sen. We got to push through the cloud, the angle, or the arc. All of this is between like 60 cents and 64 cents. So the next leg up may be a little tougher than what we've had. You know, we have basically between 60 cents and 73 cents. We got many levels of resistance. So, but there's a lot of momentum. Look at all that green energy. A lot of big volume. So let me go to the Heikinashis again. You can see here, and this is the weekly. Let me go to the daily. So on the daily, you can see we came back, tapped it, and now we're trying to push over 63 cents. We do have reducing volume on the dailies though, so we might be in like an RSI cool-off period, you know, some sideways consolidation again. But the next level to watch is, you know, really we want to break these highs right here and get into the arc. So call that 64 cents. You know, a push into 64 cents and with some continuation, and that means that this area right here, 62 cents, becomes a new support level. After that, call it 71 cents. That's like this GAN level and the top of the arc, they're confluent. That'll be the next level to push through. But I do like what I'm seeing. I do like what I'm seeing with XRP. And, you know, this thing has had a long time to consolidate. I mean, you can see since basically 2023, we've been flat at 50 cents. We've gone up, we've come back, we come back. Technically, we are still in like a down channel. You can see lower lows and lower highs. But if we can get into this arc, which we've not really done many times, you know, we tried right here. Let's go to the regular candles. So we closed, and then we closed 2 days. We were inside of the arc, 3 days, and then we fell out. We recently tried to hit it, retested the moving average. Okay, this is interesting. So now we're in a holding period between the arc and the moving average. But it looks like I like what I see. I'm long XRP right now, and I think I'm going to stay long because, yeah, we rejected off because look at this stellar move. Like, it needed to come back to reality for a second and test reality, which is this. And now it's pushed back up. And I bet if I go to these, yeah, we got green bars again. So what we're going to be looking for, you know, is one of these kind of candles with no lower wick. And this one, these two have small lower wicks. So XRP is looking good as well. So that's my assessment. I think crypto is going to have a great week next week. I think the stock market is going to have either a really bad week or a chaotic week. So, you know, this gives, I don't know if you've ever seen those charts that compare the NASDAQ to Bitcoin, but there was a giant divergence. I think that divergence is going to, that gap is going to close next week to a great degree. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like. That helps me get this video out there in front of more people to help me grow this channel. It is a new channel, so your help in having this channel grow is greatly appreciated. If there's a coin you want me to take a look at next time around, go ahead and leave a comment below. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I would love you to join aboard on this journey with me. And with that being said, Risky Ryan out.